Howdy folks, AJ coming at you again, your resident vintage gamer, and a lot has transpired since my last video. My last video was a kind of a rant. It was a pro football related rant regarding the media coverage of the New England Patriots and Tom Brady, etc., etc. And in that video, I was quite disparaging of the Patriots and Tom Brady and the media and everything, but I also even made a joke about the Pope in there, comparing the treatment that Tom Brady gets to the treatment that the Pope probably gets, and so forth and so on. And I don't know, but I might have pissed off the wrong people, because I'd made that video on the Thursday the 21st, and the following Monday, when I made that video, I had a little bit of a cold or whatever. That following Monday, after I made that video, I woke up and thought I was dying. Had to go to urgent care. Went to urgent care. Found out I had pneumonia. Full-blown pneumonia. So, for the last week or so, I have been recovering from pneumonia. Got a gigantic shot at the doctor of antibiotics or whatever. And then, of course, had to go on a regimen of follow-up antibiotics and all that. And I'm still, you can tell I'm still having a little bit of a breathing issue. My fever, of course, is gone and all that, and the sick feeling is all gone and all that, but I still have stuff in my chest. So so maybe the lesson here is don't make jokes about the Pope. I don't know. So anyway, I haven't done a whole lot of gaming. I've done a lot of laying around watching TV, movies, and that kind of stuff. But I did, for you old school role-playing game people, I did receive my latest issue of Gygax magazine, issue number 3, right here. And I've talked about this before, but basically this magazine, it's kind of obvious to anybody that used to get Dragon magazine, is they're doing it exactly in the same format type of a deal. Even the artwork and the font and all that is all the same, it looks like. This particular one, as you can see, the main topic of this issue is a Metamorphosis Alpha, which is probably the very first science fiction role-playing game that was originally published. I think in '75. I may be wrong on that. Anyway, there's an adventure in here for that, and then there actually is a D&D adventure in here too. Let's see if I can find it real quick for you, because it actually has a pretty cool map included. It's called the Hobby Shop Dungeon, and it's actually by I believe. Yeah, by Ernest Gary Gygax Jr. And I know I'm going to butcher that name, but I'm guessing it's Benoist Poix is the other author, and there is kind of a nice color map in there for you to see here. So that's included in the issue. Now this magazine is quarterly. It's not monthly like Dragon was. And this is issue number 3. I will put a link below, a direct link to Gygax magazine in case you're interested and you want to check it out or whatever. And it is apparently available. I haven't seen them at the game stores, but apparently it's available through a distributor for them to sell them there. So if your local game store doesn't have it, you can let them know about it. Maybe they'll want to get it to sell. But anyway, good issue. I haven't read through it all the way, but a lot of good articles and so forth in here. The only comment that I have, or observation that is a little concerning to me, is that the first 2 issues came packaged with, this was sandwiched between two nice firm pieces of cardboard to protect it. This issue just came in plastic. It has a cardboard like backing, a little flimsy cardboard backing thing, and just a plastic cover. And as a result, my cover has a tear on it, which will happen in the mail if it's not, properly covered. That's how it looked when it came. So the packaging is different, and as a result, I did get a little damage on it. I'm not too worried about it, but as a collector, most collectors, we like to keep our stuff pretty nice and pristine, especially if we look like we want to get signatures on it. If we go to a convention and stuff, and there's people there that were involved, we want to get autographs or whatever on it. We want to keep it nice. So that is one observation I made, is that the packaging has changed. So take that for what you will. Another topic. The last couple of days that I've started feeling better, I have decided to sit down, and I have a subscriber who made a comment on Twitter about the Star Wars Galaxies emulator. There's out Star Wars Galaxies EMU, it's called, and he made a comment on it that he wished I would try it and so forth. And so to Kyle, I tried it. I've been involved with the EMU since it started, off and on, because it's had numerous server wipes and everything as they've been going through the development and all that. And I had been waiting because there's going to be the OR, the official release at some point, where they release it upon the public, and basically anybody that wants to make a server at that point will be able to make their own server and so forth. And it's 100% free. It all works on donations. They have a little donation bar on their forums, and people donate every month to help keep it going and everything. And it's quite popular. There's always, close to a couple thousand people logged on whenever you go on there. And I had been given a break because I kind of wanted to wait for the OR, because I had made so many characters and then they would get wiped and so forth. And, it's kind of getting a little tiresome, with all the wipes and everything. But that's part of it. That's what you get, when you're going through development and everything. So I was kind of going to wait. But because of Kyle's comment on Twitter, I went back in and I started up a character. And I've been having a blast. It is almost identical to the original Star Wars Galaxies. There's just a couple of things at this point they haven't implemented. They haven't implemented Jedi, and they haven't implemented the space combat portion of jump to light speed. But everything else is pretty much implemented. They finally got creature handler implemented, and housing and vendors and harvesters and all the crafting stuff is in there, which is what I love. And so I've just been tearing it up. Now I know there's going to be another wipe. The server that there is right now is called Basilisk, and it's going to get wiped one more time before the OR. So I know whatever I'm doing now is kind of, just for practice, because it's going to get wiped and everything. But that's okay. I'm having a good time, and it is good practice to get back into the play of the game. It definitely plays different than any other MMO you've ever played. So if you never played Star Wars Galaxies and you want to check it out, it's completely free. I'll put a link so you can go and check it out and see if you want to download the launcher and give it a shot. If you used to play Star Wars Galaxies and you didn't know anything about this EMU, you got to try it. You got to check it out. Your life will be swallowed up again, just like it was back in the day. So take that with a grain of salt. That it is, once you get started with it, it is more addicting to me than any other game I've ever played. So anyway, having a lot of fun with that. Thank you, Kyle, for waking me up and getting me back into that. So anyway, I think that'll do it for this video, and hopefully by the time my next video comes out, I'll be completely out of all this stuff, So Anyway, we'll talk to you guys next time. We'll catch you on the flip side.